I'm Debbie from Not Done Yet, Life Unscripted, and I'm here to tell you a story about how I went to Borneo and I went to Turtle Island and there were pirates involved. And here's what happened. Okay, according to the brochure, it was going to be a friendly little day at this Turtle Island, a leisurely day walking around the island, and then at night we were supposed to stay at this hotel. And so that's what we thought was happening. Well, that's not what happened at all. Um, as soon as we got to the island, the man that rescues the turtles, there was only one man that worked there. He came running down and he had a submachine gun in his hand. And we looked at him like, what's going on? And we had a guide with us, luckily, that spoke English. And he said, and he interpreted, he said that there were pirates that were headed toward our island right now. And he pointed over, and there was a boat that was coming in our direction. It didn't look like a pirate ship, nothing like a pirate ship you would expect. It was just a boat. But he said they were pirates and they were going to rob us. So he said that we needed to hide all our stuff. There were some caves, and he was going to show us where they were and point out where they were, and then we had to hurry and put all our stuff and hide it in these caves. So I was taken to one cave by the guy Chris, and then the other people went into a different cave and they put their stuff in there, and we came back out, and then the man shot off about 6 shots, I think, toward the pirates and scared them off, and they turned around and they left. So then we went up the hill and we went to the turtle rescue area, and he explained to us what we were going to be doing. He said we were going to be gathering all the turtle eggs from the turtles as the mother turtles came up on the beach to lay their eggs at night. And he showed us the places where he had buried all the turtle eggs from previous nests that the turtles had dug. And so he said that the turtles lay their eggs in the same place where they were born. And so he told us to expect a lot of turtles because it was the time when they would be coming up. And he said we would be working all night long and we would be really busy, and it was really going to be a lot of heavy work. So we learned what we were going to have to do, and we were going to be taking pails with us, collecting all the eggs, putting them into the pails. We would be helping the mother turtles turn around if they couldn't turn around. And then we would bring the eggs up to the place where they were going to be buried and wait until they hatched. And that took a number of days. I don't remember exactly how many for that type of turtle. So these were green sea turtles. So we went around, we looked at all the turtles that had already been buried, and there were some turtles that had already hatched, and they were coming out of their nest, and they were going into these wire cages that the man had built up for them. And they were all trying to crawl out of their cage, but they couldn't get out. And so we said, well, can we go let them go? And he said, no, we have to wait until the sun rises in the morning, and then we'll take them down and we'll release them, because that's the time that they go out, and it's the best time for them to go and to be safe from the sharks. So we waited a little bit until it was time to start looking for the mother turtles. And so when it was time, we went down to the beach, and that night 16 turtles came and laid their eggs. So we were really, really busy because that was a lot of turtles, and they were really giant turtles. So the turtles would come up, and we would put the pail. Sometimes we would put the pail right behind the turtle, and the turtle would lay the eggs into the pail, if we could do that. If not, if the turtle already dug a hole and was laying them in the hole, then we got them out of the hole and we put them into the pail. And then we took them up and then we dug a hole underneath one of the nests where the wire was, and then we put them in there. Um, we didn't count them or anything. We just put them in there, and then we buried them over. There wasn't time to do much of anything because there were so many turtles that we couldn't keep up with them all. So we did that, and then I remember the last turtle that came up. We sat around with the turtle, and it looked like the turtle was crying. Tears were coming out of the turtle's eyes, and we were all really feeling like the turtle was exhausted, and we didn't really know what was happening exactly with the turtle, but it really looked like it was crying. And so then we tried to help the turtle turn around because she was having trouble getting around, but you had to be really careful because her flippers were like razors. They were really, really sharp. So we got her turned around, and then she went back into the water. And that's the only time that the turtles come out of the water, is to lay their eggs for their entire life. That's it. So that was really, really exciting. And and then I stayed in my little cave. I slept in there overnight, and I didn't have any blankets or anything. I just took out some of the other clothes that I had in my backpack, and I just covered myself with those. And Chris slept outside my cave right at the entrance in case there was any trouble. And then the other people were in their own little cave, and there was a man over there that was one of the guests with us. So he guarded that area. So the pirates never showed up. They never came back, and we had a wonderful time, but it was nothing at all like what it said in the brochure. I'm gonna read it to you. Today, you will return to Sandakan, where you will board a boat to Turtle Island. The remainder of the day will be at leisure to explore the island. In the evening, see turtles as they lumber ashore and the seldom witnessed process of laying their eggs. Overnight will be at the chalet. That was a total lie. But we had the best time. It was really, really fun. And I bonded with these other people that had come from Kuala Lumpur and the woman from Great Britain. And we all just told stories to each other about different places that we had been around in Borneo. So it was a wonderful, wonderful adventure, and I would never have traded it for anything. Thank you so much, and I have other videos about Borneo and other exciting things that happened. And please check out the Headhunter video, and talk to you later. Thank you.